If a disaster hit in the 1800s, there was no FEMA, no radio, there was no bug-out bag. All they had was guts, grit, and whatever you could carry in a wagon. So how did they prep for disaster? Turns out, some of them had better plans than we do today. Today, we're going back, way back, to see how 1800s America prepped for the worst, and what we can still learn from them. So, food storage. Let's start with the most essential. Food. In the 1800s, there was no refrigeration. So how did they keep food from going bad? One way was by smoking and salting meat. Soldiers and settlers would cure meat with salt or smoke it. This could preserve it for months. Another way was by drying fruits and vegetables. Sun-dried apples, corn, beans, staples that lasted all winter. And then there was root cellars, basically nature's fridge. Underground, cool and dark, which was perfect for potatoes, onions, and turnips. Fun fact, some Union soldiers called hardtack toothbreakers because it was so tough, but it lasted years. 2. Water and sanitation. As we all know, water was everything, but they didn't have bottled water or water filters. So how did they stay alive? Rain catchment systems, buckets, barrels, and tin roofs. Rainwater was gold, and they were collected in wells and springs. Many homesteads were built around access to clean water. After water has been collected, people use the method of boiling and cloth filtration. Although old school, but it's effective. That is, if they remembered to do it. Quick tip, still a good idea today. Always have a way to filter or boil water, because tech might fail, but fire won't. 3. Shelter and fire. If things went bad, where would you go? In the 1800s, they built with whatever they had. Things like log cabins and sod homes were widely available. They are cheap, sturdy, and warm. Also, canvas tents were widely used, especially for soldiers and travelers. They are lightweight and mobile. Campfire skills were essential. Fire starting was survival. People used flint, steel, or even char cloth made at home. Think about this. Nowadays, we complain when the Wi-Fi goes out. These folks worried about wolves and frostbite. Community and mindset. One thing we forget. No one survived alone. The best prepping was community prepping. These includes 1. Bartering. Common food items like eggs were traded for flour, or everyday item like boots were traded for bullets. Everybody had something to trade. 2. Knowledge sharing. Elders and pioneers taught skills, and the kids learned fast. 3. Group defense. Even enemies came together when disaster struck. The 1800s weren't easy, but they survived. Sometimes better than we would today. So maybe the past doesn't just belong in history books. Maybe it belongs in your go bag. Let me know in the comments, which 1800s prep would you actually try, or which one sounds like a total disaster?